Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be going through a different sort of video. I wanted to do this video for a really long time and now I'm finally doing it. So at the end of 2016, I pretty much made a deal with myself. I will wear a retro pin-up style 50s style dress for every book event and comic event that I go to, and plus some extra events here and there. Because at the time that I made this thing, I only had one, and so I expanded my closet, and I'm just going to go through and pick out some of my favorite outfits from that year. So I did this last year and there are a couple of favorites from this year as well, so I'll include that at the end of the video. But let's get to this because there's like a lot of things to go through. So the first one I have is actually the dress that inspired this challenge in the first place. It's a classic sleeveless dress. It's a cherry print, it's blue, it's bright, it's nice. I love it very, very much. It's one of my favorites to wear in the summertime when it's really hot, and I love the way that it just fit and flares, and it's very nice. The next one I have is one of my favorites, and this is actually where the book, wearing them at book conventions sort of began. This is at Maria Lewis's Who's Afraid 2 launch that I went to, and this dress is just my favorite. It's nice, it's like a classic black dress with red leaves on it, and yeah, I just wear these nice shoes and stockings, and I like the way that it fits. It's a very nice going out dress, and I wear it sometimes when I visit friends in Sydney if we're going out to dinner because it's fantabulous and I love it. This book launch actually is one of my favorites because it was such a different book launch. There was live music, there was craft stalls, it was the works. It was really, really fun. I have a vlog for it which I'll put up there. The next one is not a dress but it's a skirt, but the story of how I got this skirt makes me laugh. So this skirt is a pin-up mermaid skirt, and the two websites that I use to buy all these dresses are Lorena Jean Retro and Atomic Cherry. Now Atomic Cherry had these skirts for sale, and just I couldn't resist, but I didn't have like a sort of reason to buy it other than wanting it. And then I got wind that Maria Lewis was doing a mermaid book, and so I think she was like posting up her outfits for Friday for Supernova that she was, or Oz Comic Con that she was there. It was Supernova or Oz Comic Con, and she was like decked down this mermaid gear, and I was like, all right, let's pull it out. So I got it, I wore it, and I celebrated, you know, the book that would become, the book that would become It Came From the Deep by Maria Lewis. So I just wore this to sort of show support, and she really liked it, and I was very happy. Also, if you notice, there's a Beauty and the Beast bag that was also a thing for Maria because I told her I was coming to Supernova with bells on, and I did. It was awesome. It was probably, I had so much trouble hiding it because I like sometimes send her stuff like that. So it was awesome. So I really love this skirt. I sometimes wear it to TAFE as well because I like wearing it, and it's very fun and twirly and all matter of beautiful. The next one was also at Supernova, I think it was day 2, and this is when we get back to the cherries. I have two dresses, one which will be coming up shortly. This one is much more of the larger cherry print, so it's just one cherry repeated all over the dress, and it's black and it's beautiful, and I very much love it. And yeah, this was just one of the most beautiful dresses. It's very comfy, and it's just, I love it so much, and that was awesome. It's a very fun dress to wear. Now I did plan to wear a dress to the Sydney Writers Festival the first time I went, but the weather was very cold and I just didn't have time. Like the dress that I wanted to wear didn't arrive in time, and so I actually wore something different, which ended up being one that I really, really liked. This is from a company called Ishka, and it's a peasant dress, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I sort of weave it in because it's sort of got like this retro vibe to it, but I love the dress and it was fantastic, and I was wearing little badges to support authors because they're my favourites. And the next dress I wore was to Oz Comic Con. This one I love because it's much more, the pattern's much more all over, and it's got the white dots and it's got the cherries, which I love. And this sort of, the neckline style is actually one that I really like. I don't like clothes that have like a really tight neck. I need to have something that is not around my leg, because otherwise I feel like I'm getting choked. And this one just adds, like, it's a nice sort of style, and I really love that particular style of neckline in a dress. And yeah, like I said, it was fit and flare, and so I was wearing also a petticoat, which is why it looks like it's so big, because I had the petticoat on underneath. And this one was really fun. That was my Oz Comic Con. I loved Oz Comic Con the first time that I went, and I was thrilled. I really, really love that dress. And final one we have here is actually one from my book launch that I got to go to, and it's from the God's Grave book launch. Now, I love this dress in particular. I don't like the neckline on it, which is why I'm wearing it like a little thing to cover up the top of it, but I love the pattern and the pleats in it. I'm not comfortable yet with that neckline, but I love the black and classic white dots. It matched the cover of God's Grave somewhat, which was fantastic. I had tons of fun. I love that dress as well. And I think I did really well in the respect of like picking out things that were going to match to the event. And now we move on to this year. Now this year I have gone to very few and far between events. I skipped out on my usual Supernova to go to Sydney Supernova, which brought up the sunflower dress. And if you have followed me on social media, which I will link here, people were like, I was receiving so many compliments on this dress. It was fantastic. And originally I went to the pop-up shop that Laura Gina Retro held here, and when I saw it, I was just taken away, and I bought this sunflower dress, a cherry blossom dress, and a lemon skirt. And I love the sunflower dress. Everyone was telling me they love the sunflower dress on me. It was probably one of the most complimented dresses I've owned, and I loved it so much. I just did a simple dress with my hair in a ponytail, my hair out, and then at the end of the day in a ponytail because it's near the end. Black tights and black shoes, and it was beautiful, and that's about it. I really, really am happy with myself that I basically completed the challenge, and I look forward to wearing different dresses to different events. And I'm glad that I could talk to you about some of the events that I like. I will link some of the vlogs down below for some of these events that were on here if you're interested, and I will see you guys in the next video.